Hey there, good morning to you. I'm meteorologist Ashley Ruiz with a look at your forecast for the week ahead. And boy, we have some big changes up ahead. Hopefully, if you liked warmer weather, you enjoyed yesterday, today we have changes. We have a cold front that's going to move in, bringing us back into winter time here in the Pacific Northwest and Western Washington. Today, we're going to have rain switching to showers, sun breaks as well, also going to be rather breezy. Something we're watching for, that convergence zone that we've been talking about, is expected to fire up a little later, King, Snohomish counties, and that's going to lead to some very heavy snow falling along Highway 2 closer to Stevens Pass, more than likely later and especially into early tomorrow. We'll talk all about that. Also, yes, there is that chance that we get a spotty mix in the lowlands, a rain and snow mix at some of the lower elevations, and then some wet snow in the foothills, especially in the morning hours Monday and into Tuesday. But then our daytime highs are going to come well above freezing, so we're not expecting it to just blanket the lowlands or anything like that, but some minor accumulations generally below 1,000 feet certainly possible. Here's a look at the rain over the next 5 days. We're going to have increasing rain late Tuesday and especially into Wednesday. We're going to have warmer rain moving in, warmer precipitation, so our snow levels are going to go back up, so we can expect rain in the lowlands, snow in the mountains instead of a mix. As for today, clearing will dry things out for most of you except for that convergence zone. Into Monday, we're just going to have passing showers, rain and snow showers, but during the day, once again, temperatures are going to come into the 40s. So it likely you may see it fall, it just wouldn't stick during the daytime hours, maybe a dusting. Into Tuesday, still going to have that chance for some early morning mixes for some of the areas in the lowlands. It will be spotty, maybe some slick travel as well, but our morning temperatures will be in the low and mid 30s, so we're not expecting any major accumulations. Wet snow for the foothills, as I mentioned, increasing rain though. That's why we've issued a first alert, because this is going to impact everyone as we head into late Tuesday and especially into Wednesday. Heavy mountain snow, difficult pass travel. Here in the lowlands for your commutes, Wednesday especially will be a little sloppy. This is what we're dealing with the next couple of days. Highs today in the 40s and 50s, dropping as the day goes on, but then we get into Monday. As I mentioned, rain and snow showers, temperatures significantly cooler, low and mid 40s, and then as I mentioned, that increasing rain and then snow, better chance for the accumulations once again early in the morning hours. Then we get into the back half of the week, we'll have cooler temperatures once again and rain at times. This is a look at what's going on right now, the satellite and radar. We have this colder system moving in. That's going to cause the snow levels to drop pretty quickly throughout the day, generally from north to south as that colder air is ushered in. But in wake of that front, we already have some clearing, and most of the precipitation this morning generally from Snohomish County southward, and it's just going to be a pretty gloomy morning for a lot of us and into the afternoon, but especially to the north, we've already seen some sunshine. So the farther north you live, especially over the islands, you have a better shot of seeing those sun breaks. And I'll walk you through the futurecast just so you can see the precipitation as well as the cloud cover. So today we'll get that wind shift in wake of the front. So southwest to starts, eventually going to switch more so northwesterly, maybe northeasterly as well. Temperatures topping out in the low and mid 50s tonight and into early tomorrow. Our morning temperatures will be in the low and mid 30s. So once again, as you see, some of these temperatures are above freezing. We're really not expecting any major issues or major accumulations when we get that rain and snow mix in some of the lowlands. Then we get to Monday afternoon. Highs only in the low and mid 40s. As you see, daytime temperatures coming above freezing. So we're not talking where when we get snow and temperatures are in the 20s to start and then we don't get above freezing for us just to get more and more snow. It's not going to be like that, but still pretty cool to see it, especially since we haven't had much, especially here in Seattle, only trace amounts. What was it? Twice all winter long. This is what we can expect from Monday to Wednesday. I broke it down for the lowlands, foothills, and then the mountains. For the lowlands, as I mentioned, spotty rain and snow showers. Any accumulations would be brief, they would be minor, and then it's only going to be rain into Wednesday. The foothills will have the greatest chance, especially in the morning, for those wet snow showers. Accumulations could be about 1 to 3 inches for the Cascade foothills and the Olympic foothills as well. And then once again, rising snow levels to about 3,000 feet or so by Wednesday. So up in the mountains, we'll still get those rounds of mountain snow, heavy mountain snow. Our snow levels are dropping in wake of that front today. Tonight down to about 1,000 feet or so. Monday about 1,000 feet, and then potentially dropping close to about 400 to 500 feet Monday night and into Tuesday. But then with that next warmer system moving into Wednesday, they come above Snoqualmie Pass level. So up to about 3,500 feet, so Snoqualmie Pass may get a rain and snow mix. However, it depends on the timing of this system because snow levels may take a while to climb by Wednesday, and if that's the case, then Snoqualmie Pass would get just plain old snow. And so then it would be more of a nuisance for travelers especially, but the higher elevations will be the most difficult. This is the Snoqualmie Pass camera as of about 10 a.m. this morning. You see the snow starting to come down, not sticking just yet with snow levels continuing to fall. Stevens Pass camera, and you see how some of the snowflakes are melting on the lens, but still we're getting those colder temperatures moving in wake of that front. So you're really going to see the heavy snow and it accumulate up at Stevens Pass and then all the way through the North Cascades starting later, all the way off and on through Tuesday and into Wednesday as well. The winter storm warning is in place for Stevens Pass northward, so the northern Cascades, again from Highway 2 northward, starting at 5 o'clock tonight through 5 a.m. Tuesday, and may even have another one later in the week as well. 12 to 18 inches of snow within that winter storm warning, gusty winds. Tomorrow morning through the evening hours on Tuesday from about Snoqualmie Pass southward, about 6 to 10 plus inches of snow. So we're not expecting the heaviest snow to fall over Snoqualmie Pass. It's really going to be Stevens Pass northward because we're expecting that convergence zone especially. Let's talk about the timing. So here's later this morning, afternoon, you see clouds clearing from northwest to southeast, sun breaks in the mix as well. But there we have it, that convergence zone really firing up into the evening over King and Snohomish counties. So that's when we're going to start to see the heavier snow falling over Stevens Pass. Late tonight, you see just spotty showers, more snow from about Highway 2 northward overnight, and then it becomes a little more widespread over the Cascades overnight and into early Monday morning. But we still have some of that convergence zone activity in the morning. Then we get into Monday afternoon. You see over the Cascades, we have more snow in the lowlands. We have spotty showers, maybe some flakes in the mix because our snow levels will be low during the day. And then Monday evening, we'll likely, as we start to cool, likely going to see some more snow showers perhaps. And keep in mind, with the convergence zone, that could force our snow levels to drop close to sea level. So over Snohomish County, you could see some minor accumulations. Now the foothills of Snohomish County, maybe up Skagit County as well, could get a better shot for some of that accumulating snow, not just 1 or 2 inches. Then we get into Tuesday morning, you see how spotty, that's why I was saying spotty lowland rain and snow showers. And once again, it would be more so in the morning hours, but even during the day, you may see it flakes falling from the sky. Tuesday afternoon, we have increasing rain and then some of that mountain snow. And then Tuesday night and into Wednesday, we're going to have heavy lowland rain, and then heavy mountain snow. This is one model. It's a high resolution model through Monday morning. And you see the potential for maybe 1.5 feet or greater at Stevens Pass, depending on how locked in that convergence zone will be. But you see in the lowlands, the foothills, not much. Then we get into through Tuesday night, and you see how in the lowlands, maybe a dusting, some minor accumulations, except for maybe in the foothills. Now this is through Tuesday night. So once again, some of the foothills closer to Skagit County all the way into maybe King County, that's where we'll have a better shot to see some accumulations in the foothills. In terms of rain totals in the lowlands, not a lot. We're not expecting super heavy rain through Tuesday night. It looks as though maybe 0.2 of an inch up to about 2 inches closer to the coast. As I mentioned, first alert later Tuesday, because we'll get that lowland mix, so it's not really a big concern, just to give you a heads up, but it's more so increasing mountain snow. We'll get some heavier rain starting to build, but it's really the focus that will impact everyone on Wednesday because of that heavy rain, the heavy mountain snow with increasing snow levels, and then they start to drop once again into Thursday. Picking things back up into Wednesday, you see how dark the green is for the lowlands and how bright the purple is and how it's darker. That's indicating that heavier precipitation. Then we get into Thursday, we'll have lingering rain, maybe a lowland mix in the morning hours. Wednesday through Friday, rain totals, estimated rain totals. So again, this is just Wednesday through Friday, so not including what we get before then, showing the potential of 1/2 inch up to maybe 3 inches of rain for some of the lowlands in western Washington in general. Don't take this as a complete forecast, but this is showing, again, this is Wednesday through Thursday, not taking into account of what we've already had in the mountains, but showing that by the end of the week, we could easily get several feet of snow. Ski resorts, rejoice. Snowpack, we can rejoice. Travelers, it's going to be very difficult. So you will want to check in with weather-ott as we get closer, and pretty much every day through, especially Stevens Pass, you want to check in with them. The colder temperatures continue, but watch what happens into next week. It's going to be warmer than normal. The model guidance continues to trend in that direction, and so this would not be good for additional snow up in the mountains. If we get rain over that, maybe it will help compact that snow, but this just goes to show that this is brief. Maybe down the road, I mean, we are getting closer and closer to spring, but that doesn't mean we won't get colder temperatures later in spring perhaps as well, but enjoy it if you like winter. And again, we desperately need this snow up in the mountains. Remember, you can always find the latest on king5.com, King 5 Plus streaming services. It's free. And then King 5 app, you can take it on the go, check out the radar and the forecast. You'll get it from the First Alert weather team. You can check in with Leah tonight. She'll bring you the latest, and then Rich Marriott in the morning as we get you through the new work week.